This is a beginner's guide to Ark Survival Evolved by myself, Pitstophead, and it's designed to really cancel out those frustrations and allow you to get into this amazing game more quickly. I hope you find it useful. The interface in Ark is fairly straightforward. On the right hand side you have 6 icons. The top icon is where you're at with your level progression, and you'll see that rise as you do things. Level progression is a fairly straightforward thing. You gain points, experience points for everything that you do. The one below it is the weight icon. That shows you how heavy the items you carry are, and you have a weight limit. The one below that is your thirst. When your thirst reaches the bottom, you will get a icon on the bottom left hand corner of the screen, and all you have to do to drink is walk into the water here, and you can watch the icon rise and fill. Drink from the river. The one below that is the food icon. Looks like a leg of lamb. That will go down more quickly the more active you are. You can eat berries, but you can also cook meat. The one below that is your stamina. That is the lightning bolt, and that goes down quickly when you're fighting or running, and then you have to pause to regain your stamina. And then the cross below that is the health bar, and of course that will go down when you take some damage. In the center of the screen at the bottom you have your quick slots. These are activated by pressing the numbers associated with that square. And when you first come into Ark, your goal is not only to survive but to harvest, and you harvest things by foraging and hitting them. Press E to forage plants, from which you'll get things like fiber and berries. So you hit trees to harvest them, and the same goes for animals. The first thing you'll want to craft when you come in, having collected a few simple resources, is the pickaxe, or the stone pick. And the way to do that is you go to your inventory by pressing I. This is the inventory layout. You can see you've got your quick slots down the bottom left hand corner, your inventory like your backpack here on the left hand side, your stats on the right, your level which goes up pretty quickly, and also some other stats here, and the items of clothing you'll be wearing in these slots on the right hand side. Now, to craft an item, the stone pick is the first one. You have that engram already. You need 1 stone, 1 wood, and 10 thatch. Thatch we got from the trees. You get fiber from plants, you get wood from trees, and you get stone in the first place by running around and foraging on beaches. Let's build the pick. To craft, all you have to do is select the item and click the craft item below it, and the bar then appears above that particular item, and once that's complete it will be deposited in your inventory, as you can see here. Now, to equip these items into your hotbar, click and drag and just drop it into that first one like so. Close it up, and when you go out to your main screen you can see it's in the hotbar on the bottom left hand corner of the bar. You press 1. This can now be used to harvest not only the thatch and the wood from trees, as you can see there, but also stone. Now, the stone you harvest is in these big lumps of stone like that, or the smaller groupings of stone. All you've got to do is go up to it again and hit it. You will get flint and stone ordinarily from these rocks. When you level up, let's check the inventory here, you'll see that you're given the option to boost one of your stats. Down here we're going to go with weight. It's handy to be able to carry as much as possible. Once you've selected that, you get to then spend your engram points. And to begin with, we're going to select the stone hatchet, which allows for other types of harvesting. Just click alone. We're also going to select campfire here, and then we're left with 2 points. We'll keep hold of those because you can't spend 2 points on anything. It's 3 or above. Now, when we go to craftables, you'll see that that engram has appeared in the items list here. We can't craft the campfire yet, but we can craft the hatchet click the hatchet, click craft item. It will gradually build, and then once that's done, it will once again go into your inventory, wherefrom you can drag it down into your hotbar, and voila, we have the hatchet now on number 2, and you can use that to harvest. The hatchet gets more wood from trees and stone from stone, whereas the pick is better for harvesting thatch and flint. Navigation around Ark is very tricky. I'm unaware of there being any compass, but you do have the option of pressing M, and it brings up this pad here that is gradually building as you move around this world. But the world is massive, so it's very easy to get lost. If you can get an idea on some of the land features as you go around, big promenades of rock, big features of rock, bays, anything that might seem familiar, log those in your memory, it will help. This map, incidentally, does fill in as you move around it, but it goes very slowly. There are a range of dinosaurs in game, naturally. Some will attack, and some will run. The dodos, for example, if you attack one, they will then attack you back until they take damage, that is. If there is a family of them, the family will also attack you, so be conscious of this in the early stages of the game. Probably one of the easiest ways to get meat in game is by jumping in the river. If you see a shadow and attacking one of the fish. There are a couple of things you also need to be conscious of when running around. It's very easy to run off cliffs, so approach edges cautiously. The undergrowth can be very thick in places like up here. You can see there's a cliff. You could easily run off that if you're running headlong through the jungle. Be cautious. And when you go into water, look at your right hand side, make sure you've got stamina. If you get caught underwater with your stamina depleted, you will probably drown. There is very much a day-night cycle in Ark. What you need to make sure of is you have in your inventory either a torch or some wood and flint, you can see here, and some stone. Now, if you don't have those and you're stuck without a torch in the night, then it's virtually impossible to see where you're going. So make sure you have a torch ready at hand. You want to find a place to build a base. You can craft different sections of the base depending on what engrams you've learned by leveling up. Here you can see foundations, like so, where there are hit points, there are health points there, and you have walls. And to craft one of these, all you have to do is go into your inventory by pressing I, select craftables, and then click the part of the structure you want to build. And you can see here it says structure, engram thatch wall. We'll put one of those in. Craft item. The item crafts and will eventually appear in your inventory. Click on the inventory, select the item, then click on use item below it. It will then appear in front of you and you can use it to click onto your structure. Kind of slots into place. Press the left mouse button to build it. And there you go. To talk to people in game, you need to hold down the B, and you get a little microphone on the top right hand corner of the screen. Pierce? It's Pits. P-I-T-S.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Pits. Okay.
That's right. Did you see it, Sebastian?
Oh. Yeah. Do you see there's a scorpion in the forest?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I'm just looking for a bit more hide. I just need to sort myself out of bed. Okay, so one of the most important things you need to set yourself up with is a bed. It basically allows you to spawn in at your house or wherever you build the bed. Okay, so here we go. Click on I, go to craftables, and you can select a bed from your list here. You will have learnt it through leveling up. Let's just go to sleeping bag. That's the lowest level, and you need 25 hide for that, which is probably the hardest thing to get hold of early on in the game, hide. The easiest way to get hide is by attacking dodos. Let's click on that and craft item. Takes slightly longer than some of the other stuff you will have made. Let's have a look at the inventory, and there it is there, and we will use item and press I again, and you will see there we can place it in the structure. It's getting quite dark now. Let's place it there. There it is. Okay, and you can now spawn in at that location, so get that sorted so that you basically don't end up lost across the island. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you found it useful. If you did, click the thumbs up. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe, because I will be making more videos on Ark Survival Evolved. Thanks again.